Good evening, everyone. I'm going to wait a few more moments. It's nice to see so many people on this meeting tonight. I hope everyone is well. And I have some information that I want to share with you regarding some very important and special events that will be happening at the KC over the next few weeks. So I'm going to wait another moment or two. I'm also recording it. I think I'm recording it. And I'll post it onto the kindergarten website tomorrow. I'll have technology take care of that. So hopefully it's working. If everyone could just mute themselves, and then you can unmute yourself if you have anything that you want to share later, or you can put it in the chat and I'll answer your questions as we go on. Okay. All right. So welcome to our coffee hour. This is an important one since we've been through a lot this year, and COVID has given us the ability to be very flexible this year, and we are still being flexible. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of information that we receive from the county. There's a lot of information we receive from the CDC and the Department of Health. So I just want everyone to know whatever I share with you tonight is not stuff that we make up. It's guidelines that we're given. And hopefully, things could change. As you know, for graduation, things could change tomorrow or the day after. We could receive information that will give us the ability to do something else. If we want to add it to graduation, or if we want more people to come. So everything is based upon what we're told. So I'm going to welcome everyone. And the first topic is graduation. We are thrilled, beyond thrilled, to have a graduation. For my returning parents, you know what graduation means to the kindergarten center. We normally have a tremendous graduation in the high school, but we're not able to fit everyone in there based upon our guidelines. So we had people measure everything out for us, and the gym was not suitable for us. So therefore, we had to move to the next space, which is Marion Street. And Marion Street's been kind enough to let us use their field during their school day. And our first day for graduation, hopefully it will not rain, will be the 21st of June. Graduation will be at 10 a.m. on the field. All of our guests will be sitting in the bleachers, and the bleachers will be marked for you. At this point, we're allowing 2 guests per family, so there'll be spots on the bleachers. There'll be X's set up for 2 people, and then there's 6 feet. 2 people, and then 6 feet. We will have the area partitioned where you could sit, and the students are going to be sitting on the field in special chairs for turf fields. Marion Street has the chairs for us. Everything will be set up prior. We'll be sitting in rainbow order, and we will have lots and lots of balloons on the field to represent the rainbow classes. So that's how we're going to have our graduation. The students will come to school as they normally come to school, because to us, it's a regular school day. It's not a half a day. So our children that come on the bus will come on the bus. The ones that get driven in the morning will get driven in the morning. But I will have 8 buses at school to bring us over to Marion Street. We'll be 1 child per seat. So we'll have plenty of space on the bus for the children to go over to Marion Street. Our friends that are remote, you will be able to meet us at Marion Street. So we will have staff situated at a location, which I will let you know where that location is, at Marion Street, probably right outside the front door. We'll have KC staff there that will greet our remote children and bring them to the lineup for graduation. We ask for our remote families to arrive with their child between 9:30 and 9:40. We don't want everyone sitting on the field too long, because from what I hear, it could be very hot on the field, especially if it's sunny outside. So between 9:30 and 9:40, I will give you everyone's going to get a detailed letter from me regarding everything, all of the plans, how everything is going to be situated. The kindergarten students will arrive by bus. The buses will leave the kindergarten center around 9:30. We will arrive at Marion Street around 9:40. We will exit the buses and enter the front door of Marion Street. And we will situate ourselves in the gym. And then we will walk outside, and we're going to have everything organized by class color. So we will make our grand entrance at 10 o'clock onto the field, and you will be sitting in the bleachers. So far, everyone okay? We're trying to be as organized as possible. The children are going to be pre-recorded, the songs that they've learned for graduation. We're not able to sing live on the field because no one would hear us. We don't have the ability to sing live. So on the 14th of June, Mr. W and Kayla, who's our tech person, is going to come to the gym, and she's going to record the children. And all of the singing is going to be pre-recorded and sent over the speakers on the field. So everyone's going to hear the children. There's not going to be any problems whatsoever. They'll be nice and loud. So all the songs will be pre-recorded by the children. We're not sure how the children are going to be set up on the fields. We don't know if they're going to be 3 feet apart or 6 feet apart yet. We're waiting to hear about that. But they will be, we're not even sure if they'll be wearing their masks on the field. So there are a lot of things that we're still questioning that we're waiting for answers on. So all of that will be given to you in the informational letter when I send it out. Hopefully I'll send it out early next week. You will also have a permission slip that will be attached to the informational letter. This permission slip will give you the ability to take your child home at the end. We will end the graduation, and we will ask for all the parents to remain in their seats and wait until all the children are off the field. We will have assigned lines that will be with documentation. You'll see who Mrs. Schroeder, where Mrs. Schroeder's class is standing, where Mrs. Rotman's class is standing. Everything will be noted for you. It'll be the red A, the red B, the remote. Everything will be detailed. Then we're going to ask for one adult, one person to come get their child if they want to go home. If you do not want your child to go home, you'll note that on the permission slip, and they'll go back to school on the bus with us. So we'll have buses waiting for us to bring us back to school. So you get to fill out the permission slip if you want the children to stay, or if you want the children, your child, to go home with you for the day. Okay, I see there's a question. Just see, will the remote students who meet at Marion Street for graduation be going inside the building? They're going to, yes, they're going to walk through the building right into the gym. We might not have to bring them through the building. It depends upon what opening we'll be using. If we don't have them walk through, then they're going to walk through the Marion Street entrance and stand on a line inside on the blacktop. There's blacktop in the back of Marion Street, and on the blacktop there are lines. So we're going to have one line per class set up. So there's a good possibility that they won't go through the building, like the children that are in school. They would just walk around the back. Okay, as I said, we're only able to have 2 guests per family. So children will not, additional children cannot sit on laps. It is strictly just 2 guests per family at this point. Also, as you know, the district has arranged for there to be testing done at the high school. Information has been sent home. You're able to make appointments if you want to make your appointment to be tested. If you are vaccinated, we're going to ask for proof of your vaccination. Now, all of this has to be presented as you enter the grounds of Marion Street. So we are going to have two entrances, one on Marion and one on Waverly. And at each entrance, we're going to have tables set up with staffing and security. And you will have to present either your vaccine card or your testing results. If you had a PCR, it has to be 72 hours prior to the event. Or if it's a rapid, it has to be 6 hours prior to the event. If, God forbid, we have a rain date, which we pray there's no rain date, but if there is, you would have to get tested again if you don't have a vaccine. Yes, let me see. Okay, Mrs. McGinnis.
Yes, just a quick question for the proof of vaccination. Is it the vaccine card, or can you show that like that New York, what is it called? Oh my God, I
Yeah, we
downloaded that
think that
QR
you're
code
able,
thing.
yeah, we think you're going to be able to show what's on your phone.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Also, you're probably going to have to fill out a zip slip as well. I have to input all of this information in a portal for New York State. So I'm going to be reaching out beforehand, probably to find out who is attending from your family. And all of this information has to go into a portal. Everyone having a graduation has to do this. So there's a lot of information. We're having a meeting tomorrow and we're going to figure out if it has to be done prior, or do I get the information at graduation and put it in afterwards? So the children that attend the kindergarten center, you would fill out their zip slip in the morning as if they were normally going to school. For my remote families, I sent home some zip slips with your last pickup. I'll send home additional zip slips next week with you to have. And then you would just present your zip slip in paper form if you don't fill it out on the computer. But some people that are remote don't have access to the zip slip on the computer, so I'll give you a hard copy to fill out. So everyone attending would have to fill out a zip slip. Everyone attending would have to show proof of a vaccine or proof of a negative COVID test. Okay, let me answer some of those questions. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, as I said, we only are allowing 2 guests per family. If it is a rain date and you need to test again, will you provide the testing site again? That I'm not sure about. I know they gave a bunch of dates, so I'm not sure if there's the date closest to the second graduation date. You have to check online. May additional family, I really don't think it's going to be right for families to stand on the street. This is, they're public streets, there are homes, there are people living there. So when you're attending the graduation, you're attending the graduation in the bleachers. Yes, we will be assigning entrances. There'll be the Waverly Park entrance and the Marion Street entrance. And we will have staff and security at both entrances. As I said before, it is a regular day of school, but in the past, on graduation day, children normally go home with their families afterwards. A lot of them go out to lunch, they spend the day with their family. It's up to you what you want to do. But the teachers will be back at the kindergarten center. The kindergartners at this point do not need to be tested. You will be signing a permission slip if you want to take your child home. And most likely, yes, we'll be able to take your vaccine off your phone. The graduation will not be streamed. None of the graduations are going to be streamed. And that's it for now. Okay. So that's graduation as of now. But as I said, I'm going to be sending home a detailed memo letter that will give you a lot of information once we have all the information. I don't want to start sending you things in piecemeal. I'd rather you have it all in one document. Now, normally we have a carnival, but because of COVID, we're not having a carnival, but we're having a DJ. So we're gonna have the DJ on the field. And we'll have it in two groups. We'll have an A group and a B group. The A group will be 5 of the classes plus 2 of our remote classes. And then we're going to have a pizza lunch afterwards. So another permission slip is going to come home to you, where you're going to give permission for your child to have pizza. In that permission slip, you're going to have detailed information as to the pizza place that we're getting the pizza from, Parents Club. This way, if you have a child with an allergy, you could clear it and make sure it's a suitable place for your child to have pizza from. But it will be a pizza lunch. If you do not want your child to have pizza, you could just send a note in. You'll check it off on the permission slip saying your child will bring their own lunch to school that day. We're trying to make it as fun as possible for the children. Also, they're getting a t-shirt. The Parents Club has designed a beautiful graduation t-shirt for the children. And on Carnival Day, that day they'll wear that t-shirt to school. All right. Okay, so that's the graduation and the Carnival. We're also having a very special activity that Mrs. Ware presents to the children. It's called Getting to Know You. And normally on this day, we gather by homeschool, and she does different activities along with the classroom teachers. So the Waverly Park children gather, the Marion Street children gather, and the West End children gather. And in the past, they would do different activities indoors and outdoors. All of the activities that Mrs. Ware is going to do will be outdoors. This year, we are bringing the first grade teachers over to the kindergarten center. So the first grade teachers from Marion Street will be talking to the Marion Street children outdoors. The first grade teachers from West End will talk to the West End children outdoors. And the Waverly Park teachers will talk to the Waverly Park children outdoors. So we're excited to have them visit and speak to the children. So that will be Getting to Know You. And we have 2 dates for that in case it rains. The first date is Getting to Know You is the 9th of June, and the rain date is the 17th of June. And our remote families, you'll get information as to the time you can bring your child over to the kindergarten center for that event as well. Okay, graduation picture day. That is on June 10th. I know the Parents Club arranged to have the photographer come to the KC. It's going to be rain or shine. They're going to set up a tent in the courtyard. You had the opportunity to purchase a cap and gown for your child so they could have their photo taken in that, but they could also have their photo taken without it. So if you didn't purchase one, you could always have them taken dressed up, or however you want them dressed up for that photo. All right. The Carnival, someone's asking a question, the date of the Carnival. The Carnival is noted on the calendars on the 24th of June. It's going to remain that day. We're going to have it rain or shine. We have lots of tents. Hopefully it won't rain, and the children could have a good time on the field. Now, if graduation, we're really hoping that it doesn't rain. If graduation is rained out totally, possibly we would do a drive-by, but we're not even going to think about that because it's not going to rain. It's going to be beautiful outside for the children, so we won't think about that. So I just spoke to you about graduation picture day. So just remember, if you didn't purchase a cap and gown for photo day, they could have their picture taken in their clothes that they're wearing that day. Let me see any other questions on here. Do we know if the elementary schools posted videos? They did orientation videos. So if you go on the Lindbergh website, and if you click on Waverly Park, Marion Street and West End, you will find a first grade orientation video for the children to watch. So that was, do you know of any elementary schools we'll send out.
Mrs. Postman?
Yes?
Hi, yes, that was me. No, we saw the orientation video, but my daughter was very, she wanted to know what the actual school is going to look like and what the classroom is going to look like. Pretty much like what you did for the kindergarten students incoming this previous year. She just wants to know what the inside of a first grade classroom is going to look like. And
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do that for September. I don't
okay,
know.
that's what I was asking.
I could ask the principals and ask them, but I don't know what they plan on doing.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
I know there's a lot of work being done in the buildings right now this summer. In all 3 elementary schools, there's massive amounts of construction being done, but I can ask them.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Carnival Day is a full day of school. Okay. All right. I just want to make sure I cover everyone's questions. Okay. Will there be an opportunity to take pictures? Right now, we're gonna, we have to leave Marion Street as quickly as possible afterwards because we're taking up their space and it's going to be their lunchtime. So, we're gonna ask one adult to come get their child at the end. So if you wanted to take a picture at that point, you could, but we're not gonna have a lot of time for photo opportunities because we have to leave the premise. So Marion Street could have their field back and, their school back. One thing I will ask, because there'll be a lot of people, that if you could walk to Marion Street, if you're in a walkable area, if you could do so, because there won't be a lot of parking. We're not able to use their parking lot, it's for their staff. And I know some streets around Marion Street, you're not able to park at all. So if you can walk to Marion Street, that would be wonderful. What else? Okay, first grade placement. I know over the past several, I would say past 2 months or so, I've received letters from parents regarding first grade placement against, regarding teachers they may not want to have or teachers they want to have. Right now, we're in the swing of everything with first grade placement. So if there's anything you want to share with me, let me know now, because we're very close to finalizing everything. If there's anything you want to let me know now. I cannot guarantee who your child's going to have. There's lots of movement going on. Teachers move to different grade levels. Teachers, go out to have babies. So there's a lot of different factors, but if there's anything you want to let me know, send me an email as soon as possible. I greatly appreciate it.
Mrs. Postman, just a quick question about that. And this might be a silly question and late to be asking this, but there's nothing that we need to do to like register them for first grade, right? Like
No,
they're
no,
registered based on their address and like the
yeah,
fact that they're in the system. Okay.
you're in the system until 5th grade. In 5th grade, you have to re-register William for middle school.
Got it.
And
Okay.
in 8th grade, you will re-register him for high school.
It just occurred to me, I'm like, oh, it's probably late to be asking this, but like, is there something I need to do, like a sign up sheet? Okay. All right, good.
No. The only thing that you're going to be asked next year is for you to update your portal. Like if you change your email address or any of your phone numbers or any of the emergency contacts.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so for first grade placement, we really take a lot into consideration. We always want the children to go off with somebody else from their class to a class. We don't want them to start the first day of school and not see a familiar face in their classroom. So if there's anything any of you want to share with me, just send me an email. It's important. Okay. The week before school is when, yes, the week before school is when you normally get your teacher assignment. Will there be a physical form that will need to be filled out by their pediatrician and new allergy forms? There might be some updated information that you'll be requested to send in from your home school. Okay, but nothing, I'm not requesting anything.
The allergy forms need to be filled in every year if you have
Yeah.
an EpiPen. They're only good for 1 year, and then you have to
Right.
redo it.
But I think your physical is good for a few years. I don't know how they ask for updated physicals and information, but your allergy information is very important. Or any other medical information. If your child, needs a nebulizer or has allergies, it's very important for you to update that homeschool nurse on the information.
I think the state updated the guidance and it has to be done first grade, third grade, fifth grade. There's a bunch of more grades that has to be done. So we might have to do it.
Right. Okay, so that's first grade placement. So now I'm going to open up the forum to any other questions and the Parents Club, if they have anything that they want to share. I hope I answered everyone's questions.
Just
Hi, I
wanted
have a
to say
question.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I have a quick question. So just in case if my husband is unable to attend graduation, if I decide to bring my 1-year-old child, does she need to be tested?
That's a question I could ask tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted to say thank you to you, Mrs. Postman, and the whole staff and the Parents Club. I mean, I'm a first-time kindergarten mom, and this year was such a weird year, but you guys worked so hard to make it such a great experience for them. And the fact that you're basically throwing a concert event to do graduation is amazing. And just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It means so much to us. It really does. The teachers take such great pride in what they do, and by them having this graduation, it means so much to them and for the children. They just want to the children don't know any different. They don't know what to expect. We know what to expect because we've had it in the past. But it was such an emotional year for all of us. We just wanted to end on the highest note possible for the kids and for them to have a good time. And the staff and the staff appreciates all of your support, which is important as well. So I just want to thank all of you, because without all of you, with your patience, we couldn't make this year what it is and what it's been. So thank you. Any other questions? The graduates do not need to be tested at this point. We were not told anything about them needed to be tested. So if anything is tomorrow, I have a meeting. If a lot of these questions aren't answered, we have to go to the next level. But we received a Bible from the Department of Health, and we're not sure what they mean regarding the testing when it comes to the actual people in the school. So we don't know if it's referring to the children or to the adults. So we're going to find that out tomorrow. Yes, who had a question? Oh, I see here. No bus service is basically a day to say, oh yes, the last day of school, there is no bus service. It's a half hour where you meet everyone in the courtyard. You go off, have coffee. The children will either hang out in the field with their class or go up to the classroom. And then you come back a half hour later and the children get dismissed. And it's from 10 to 10:30. There's no busing that day. The children will get a lot of stuff. It's called a memory folder. And in the memory folder will be a graduation certificate, lots of information, lots of things that they've done in the class. So it's a lot of stuff, and that will come home on Carnival Day. Normally, in the past, we give you your memory folder when you come back to the building after graduation at the high school. But since you're not coming back to the building, we'll just have the children, we'll put it in their backpack for Carnival Day, and they'll take that home with them. Can we send in end of year gifts for the class? It would be great at this point, because COVID is still in existence. We ask that things not come in that don't need to, shouldn't come in. So we want to leave it as that. Where no food is allowed in the building. Anything that the teachers have had in the past, it's individually wrapped for them. The last day of school for us is the 25th of June. It's that one day from 10 to 10:30. And it's the same for the remote. Same for the remote. Their day is a half hour that day as well. And they would just go online with their classroom teacher.
Mrs. Postman, for that last day, would we be able to see the teachers and you guys and be able to give you something if we wanted to
Yes.
that day?
Yeah. We're out there. We're out. Everyone comes outside
Okay,
the way we would normally come out.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I may have missed this, Mrs. Postman, but assuming graduation happens on the 21st, that Wednesday, the rain date is just a normal school day, correct?
Yeah. It's a normal school day.
And vice versa, if it gets switched, it would be the, okay.
Yeah. Every day is a normal day for us. We just want to, we have to be in school. So the 21st is graduation. If it's not a rain date, then our rain date is a regular day in school for the kids. And regular bus service and everything is the same. Nothing's changed.
Also,
Yes, you can take pictures the last day. The teachers will come out to the courtyard. You'll see them all. So you can take lots of pictures that day. Just the day of graduation, we're going to be on the field, on Marion Street's field and everything. And we have to leave as soon as graduation is over to give them back their space.
Also, Mrs. Postman, when would you like the laptops and everything returned?
Okay, so now the laptops are a question right now. From what I was told, and we're waiting to get an update, if you're not moving, if you're not leaving Lynbrook, there's a good chance you are going to be holding on to your laptops for first grade. The district has some program that's going to update your child's laptop sometime over the summer on its own. You're going to get notification from the district to plug the laptop in one day. And the computer's going to update on its own. That was the last thing we were told by Mr. McDermott, that you would not be returning your computers to school unless you're moving. So I will update you on any other news, but from what I heard, you're keeping your laptops for first grade.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Less headaches for all of you and more headache for me because I have to start all over again in September. So there's a good chance you'll be keeping your laptops. Any other questions? And if you have questions, ask Mrs. Rowell, go for it.
I have updates if no one else has any other questions. I wanted to make sure everybody got in before, if they had to jump onto another meeting or anything like that. We've got our booster sale is coming up for our graduation program. So keep an eye out for that. That's coming up soon. We're going to be doing the normal boosters that you'll be able to send in a little message to the kids. That'll be in the program that everybody takes home at the graduation ceremony. That ceremony is also going to be recorded, and we're going to be pre-selling out that recording. This year, I believe it's going to be a little bit different, so we're working on the wording, but you'll be getting that pre-sale home soon. We also have an update on the graduation lawn signs. I believe they are all in. We even got to throw in a couple of extra people, and those should be coming home soon. We're going to be doing a pickup at the kindergarten center, class collection for our teachers. Those letters are going to be coming home soon. We've let the class parents know, and they'll be contacting everybody individually for those class collections, for the end of year gift for our teachers. We also are going to be asking our class parents to hop in and help us with the pizza orders for Carnival, which is the 24th. The pizza will be provided by the Parents Club, and we'll be offering everybody, whether they'd like one slice or two, and a bottle of water for everybody, no matter what. We also just today, I believe, the physical flyers came home for the graduation photos. If you've already ordered online, that is perfect. If you would like to pay with cash or a check, the check will be made out to Class Act directly because the envelope will come in on the 10th, or you can send it into your teacher. They'll be more than happy to hold them for you for the 10th. The graduation gowns, if you pre-ordered them, there's a whole list that Class Act has, and they will be able to give the gowns to each child. They have their sizes correctly, and they have all of that information. So you don't have to worry about that. And I know that they're coming in Friday, so we're already ahead of schedule on that. The t-shirts for graduation, they are due in on the 17th. We are flying with that also. And I think I've said enough. Thank you so much for all of your help this year, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank
much.
you. And just so you know, the classroom teachers will be out with the children when they're getting their photo taken, so they will be there to help them as well, put their cap and gown on. And we'll have lots of staff outside too. The TAs will be out there helping out. So, okay. Any other questions or any other updates? You will be getting a program at graduation. That program will have the boosters in there. Normally, for my returning parents, you normally get a program and a booster book, but since it's COVID, we're gonna combine the two together. And you'll get that at graduation. As you enter Marion Street, as you enter the field and you're checked in, you'll be handed a program with boosters. Any other questions? How will the carnival work? Carnival is just for the students. It's a DJ and pizza lunch. As long as the weather's nice, there's a good chance the children would eat outside, on the field, or in the playground, or in the courtyard. So it is just for the students. Kids allowed over here. When are yearbooks distributed? Okay, the yearbook is distributed in the memory folder. So when you get your memory folder, there's a lot of stuff inside, and that includes one of the items is a yearbook. Our remote children, the yearbook will be in your memory information, your folder that you're going to get from your classroom teachers as well. So they'll arrange for a pickup for that. And then most
Also,
likely they're going to give it the day of Carnival if you come for that day.
just for graduation, if we are vaccinated or whatever, you still want us masked, correct?
Well, that we're waiting to hear. That's one of the
Okay.
questions, yeah. We're
Okay,
waiting to
perfect.
hear if you have to be masked in the bleachers.
Okay,
Because it
perfect.
might
Thank you.
be, yeah,
Okay.
hopefully that information will be in my information letter to you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions? Anything else? Any of my other liaisons, any information you'd like to share?
I think Erica pretty much covered it all, but there are some more questions that are rolling in now.
Okay.
I think there's a question about yearbooks, which I know have already gone to print. The question is when are they being distributed?
Can I just say before I just want to say thank you to the liaisons because they have gone above and beyond this year. I mean, with everything constantly on their toes. Just thank you so much for all that you ladies do.
It's very sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Kids are allowed, what else do we have here? For the first grade, each kid starts class with someone they know. Yes, we always like to put them into class with someone from their classroom. Also, is it a mandatory no, there's no placement test for first grade at all. Do the children have school on graduation day? Yes, they have school. The day is like a normal day for us. They're gonna come to school by bus, or if you drop them off by car. We will have 8 buses at the kindergarten center. Those buses will bring the children to Marion Street. We will have 1 child per seat on the bus. My remote friends will meet us at Marion Street. So that's what we're going to be doing on graduation day. the remote children will get their yearbook in their memory bag as well. Everything is going to be the same. And those will be distributed on Carnival Day. And if you're not able to come on Carnival Day, we'll always arrange for you to come pick it up another day or another time. All right. Anything else? We're good? Yeah? All right. So I look forward to seeing everyone, and hopefully I will be able to see everyone with big smiles on their face on graduation day, because we're really looking forward to it. It's an amazing day for us, and it's an amazing time for the children. And you're going to see it's going to be it's a beautiful rainbow, and it's something to look forward to. So thank you, everyone. All right. Was one other question. Do you choose? Yes, you'll be able to choose if you want your child to go back to the KC or go home on graduation day. There will be a permission slip that you will have to sign off on, stating that you're going to take your child from Marion Street. So, all right. Okay. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.